sad thing, the pandas have escaped and are running wild. Luckily, they're all fitted with teleporters, so if you grab them, off they'll pop back to the zoo. Oh, I don't know. I feel like we should encourage panda freedom. It's like Ape Escape, but for pandas. Look at this! Look at this! There's actually a teleporter effect! Yeah, Rogue One. Mads Mikkelsen was in Rogue One, right? He was the sad scientist. He was very sad. Spent his whole life making the Death Star, and then was unhappy that the Death Star got made. Like, oh, I used all my brains to make this orbital death laser, and now it's going to be used as an orbital death laser. How could anyone have foreseen this? Also, Quill, I hope that sometimes your mind does look like this, because this seems very charming. And you deserve a charming mind space. Mind Palace? That's fair, Kronos. Oh my god! I'm so sorry! I flipped that panda into fiery burning stuff? I've been feeling my headmates more recently. Is that... well... is that something that you're comfortable talking about? Before I ask for any other information? Because that's the right order of operations. How do I get those pandas? Those pandas down there. I was worried they were just gonna fade off for a while there. See, because that's what I remembered you had said something to that effect. Now, that panda was actually fairly hard to get, and they only gave us 10 points for it. Now, the only thing that would make this level better, except for, as Kronos pointing out, if the teleport effect was a shrink instead of a disappear, if there was a pause menu where you could look at the cards of the pandas that you had caught, a la Ape Escape, and they perhaps had like a picture of the pandas doing a funny thing, and a little bio of the panda's life as a panda, that would be amazing. Why are some of these pandas like 10 points and some of these pandas are like 500 points? That don't make any sense. What is with the variance of panda points? There are hidden rules to this level, and I don't think that's fair. But it's also hilarious, so we'll let it go. I've got to play this for the archive. This is too good. I always consider my headmates as a quirky family living in a house together, and sometimes it feels like this when... Hold on a second, I want to read all of that. Sometimes it feels like this when the youngest is having a lot of fun. I like that. I'm glad that we could bring this experience to you. I'm not gonna beat myself up. We talked about that. Not gonna beat myself up, but I am slightly displeased with my ability to communicate today. What if there was a secret vault and the answer was the number of pandas that gave 10 points? I would hate that. Because Kronos, there would be zero chance that I would remember. Called says, was in the kitchen for a minute, but the mad scientist was blackmailed into creating the Death Star. And the reason it had a weakness at all is because he annoyed his supervisor into implementing it through the power of overwhelming bureaucratic paperwork. I love that. Bureaucramancy? Not a thing to be messed around with. The youngest is just named Panda, by the way. They're the one who made this account name. Well, if they're ever around and about, let them know that, they came up with a great account name, and I am glad that they are giving you some panda-themed love. They're doing good. Did they at least get him a new wife? Because that seems a little bit harsh. Well, then Panda is as sharp as a... I was gonna say sharp as a stick, but that doesn't... That's not like... Sticks aren't generally known for sharpness. There was a pun about sharpness in there. I don't know. I've got to hone it a little bit. I just said that, Hive! I said I gotta hone it a little bit. It was a pun. The pun was inside the whole time. The pun is calling from inside the house. Now I'm salty. Now you're trying to get back into my good graces. Which you don't have to do, because you're always in my good graces. Even when you don't get my puns. I missed so many pandas. That's not good. I am making a face right now. I want you to know I am making a face. Oh God. Please don't. I need the panda that is over there. Oh, fudge! So much face right now. Oh my god, you are a jerk! That panda is a jerk! Panda, you sneaky, sneaky panda. Not Quill's panda. This is the panda in LBP. I have been trickled. Oh god. Oh god. Wait, where do I get... Everything is trying to kill me. I just want to get some pandas. I'm saving nothing. I have no fiduciary sense. How could I save? Ha! Take that! You treacherous jokester! How is that for your chortles and gabs? Your japes. Your jests. There are so many pandas. There's so many pandas, it's actually slowing down my game. Did they have, like... The frame rate is just dying? Did they have at least, like... 50,000 footnotes, though? I heard that's the only reason that Quentin Tarantino wants to adapt Infinite Jest. It's because all the footnotes. Before anybody worries, Quentin Tarantino is not planning to adapt Infinite Jest. It doesn't have nearly enough slurs in it. In that I don't think it has any slurs in it. It might though. It's from the 90s. When I say I had a meltdown in a dream because I felt too much love, this is what I mean. I'm so happy. I'm very happy about that. I want you to feel all the gosh darn love that you possibly can get. And then, maybe, just a little bit more. Just a bit. Because you deserve it. That's my final word on it. I'm not accepting any other ifs, ands, buts, or quibbles. 34 out of 40 pandas, not so bad. I am satisfied and satiated. I should do it like an Enoch root level, but I think like a lot of them are kind of breaky.